I originally recorded this last week, and then I realized I rambled for like a half hour about it. So this is gonna be like the shortened Spark Notes version of my review of Wonder Woman 1984. Um, I didn't like it. Straight up, gonna say I think it's not a well-made movie. Um, I only have two pros. Chris Pine, I love him to death. I like him in this, even though what they do with him is kind of pointless and could be completely removed from the movie, and it would have been a better movie for it. And the opening scene is kind of cool. The biggest con is Gal Gadot herself. She can't lead a movie. Her performance is not good. I don't really like her. I didn't like her in the Fast and Furious movies. I didn't like her in Batman v Superman or Justice League or the first film. I don't like her. I don't think she has range. She has like two faces. And even in the emotional scene, it just falls completely flat. Too many villains. There's Maxwell Lord, who is like a Lex Luthor esque type for Wonder Woman. I thought he was a Supergirl villain. All the books I've read with him or feature Supergirl. I don't know. Um, Played by Pedro Pascal, which I think he's a very talented actor. I love him in Mandalorian and all that stuff. He does his best with what he's given, but even he can't make a shitty script work. And Kristen Wiig is Cheetah. Again, Cheetah's one of my favorite comic book villains, and Kristen Wiig, I like her a lot. And again, she tries, but when you're giving nothing to work with, it's kind of hard to pull something great out of a hat. I believe if they just stuck to one, it would have been a much stronger film because they try to like counterbalance both, and the way the characters cross paths is kind of weird, and it's a bit of a mess. And because of there's two villains and the whole Steve Trevor being back thing, it's overly long. It's 2.5 hours. It's unneeded. It's kind of wild that Avengers Infinity War is a shorter movie, and that movie had like 20 films of build up. And Marvel seemed to make it work pretty flawlessly since that's like regarded as, if not one of the best comic book movies of all time. So you don't need 2.5 hours to tell a solo movie story. Take notes, DC. The visual effects. This film cost $200 million to make. Where did the budget go? Because this has some of the worst green screen effects and visual effects I've seen in a long. I've seen movies that cost $15 million to make have better visual effects and better green screen effects than this. Where the budget went? I would like to know, please. And I know it's a comic book movie, and comic books don't really obey the laws of physics and logic and all that. But this film just takes it to the nth degree. There's a lot of leaps in logic that don't really work. Like, for an example, they go to a museum, and on the runway or the airway, there's a jet, and it's fueled with gas, and they wouldn't let that slide. And Steve Trevor, who used to fly biplanes in World War One, is like, I think I can make this work. And it's like, bruh, it's been like 60 years. You would have no idea how this technology works. And he just somehow perfectly turns it on and perfectly pilots it. And it's like, that's the leaps of logic I don't like in my movies. I can understand, oh, there's magic. Oh, there's this and this and this. But when a human character does stuff that they shouldn't be able to, not a big fan of it. So Wonder Woman 1984, I if I personally don't like scoring because it kind of skews it. If I had to give this a score, I would give it a 4.5 or a 5. Is it DC's worst movie? No, that's probably still Batman vs Superman, but it's not good. It's too long. It has a very poor lead actress and just nothing to work with. The direction's fine too. Like, Patty Jenkins can make a movie look good. Well, not this one because of how poor the visual effects are and all that. But you know what I'm saying. Her shot placement is well done. Her angles are all good. All that stuff. So hopefully with Wonder Woman 3, since it's confirmed now, or with her Star Wars movie, she puts out something better, because this is not it, Chief. But like always, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.